Hello everyone. I have decided that since I have not been able to do all of the long drawn out readings for every sign of the zodiac, before we hit this weekend with the lunar eclipse, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick reading, a you versus them between yourself and another for every zodiac sign. These are going to be just quickies, so since we won't be getting very deep with these messages, just take what resonates and leave the rest. It may not be your message. Check all of your other placements, Sun, Rising, and Ascendant. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and start at the top and go through. And we may move through in part one, part two, if I get cut off or if they get too long or if I need a break. First card flying out for Aries is the Golden Egg. Have you just recently found the golden ticket, Tarantula under the deck? What is the energy coming in? We have one more flying out. Okay. It came out with two. It shows up first as the Elephant. Very Ace of Wands card for me, watching it carry that fire in its trunk, element of fire, and Cheetah, another element of fire. So since Aries is a fire sign, maybe this fiery side is yourself moving towards that golden ticket, someone in your life representing that golden ticket. So this someone else may also be an opportunity that you're looking at. So, okay, and after Tarantula on the bottom, now we have Spider on the bottom. So there's definitely something about spinning a web. Maybe you're working on the World Wide Web. Maybe you are somehow or another connecting points of interest to one hub or something. What are you doing here? It could be nesting, spinning a yarn, spinning your future golden. Mood swing and drama coming out. Interesting. So Aries, there's this temperamental energy coming through, grief and depression. Maybe this grief and depression is your own, and you're moving through this, healing in the inner rim. Energy's coming up, and grief can happen even when somebody hasn't died, but when change happens, there's always a bit of resistance at the beginning before the mind has caught up with the heart's decision, or vice versa with what's going on. Scared of commitment, heart catching up with the mind. Okay, so I'm seeing runner chaser here for Aries. So what are you pursuing here? You want to run after it. It says, I love to cuddle and kiss. Water, mature feminine, manifestation. So manifesting, in the egg is the divine feminine. Diamond code activation, transmutation, and transformational. Through stress and trauma in the past, your inner jewel is shining through, or perhaps this other individual with this golden egg. And Aries, if you're not dealing with anyone, then this is you versus your higher self, lower self, right? Taking back, leader, entrepreneur, trendsetter, boss coming out on top of that. So if this is yourself, then you've been on a swinging pendulum emotionally, mentally, getting yourself out of one lower vibrational energy back into something new. You had to make some type of an inner commitment to bring in this change. But now that this mature feminine is on the table here, it looks like somebody's feeling like, I'm going to say nesting under the spider rabbit, but somebody else is feeling timid. So yeah, embrace your inner boss. And let's see, Venus, solar plexus chakra, power couple, and throat chakra. I'm clearing my space and energy for this. So there may be some lingering issues about taking charge in a situation, but it looks like It looks like somebody is glowing up this egg energy over here. Last card. Shift your focus. Yeah, shift your focus away from this grief and depression. Not that you're... here's the thing. Even if it is a death of someone that you love, then it still is... it's still not honoring someone to feel terrible. Your misery doesn't honor someone's memory, if that is your situation, whether it's a rejection or a true death or something else. So what does honor someone else's memory is living your best life. So we'll leave it there, Aries. All right. Let's shift the focus on to Taurus. Taurus. We only want simple readings, so we'll have to have just one card. What do we have for Taurus energy? Taurus is where our solar eclipse energy was at. Sun's finishing up there, and the total lunar eclipse coming up this Sunday or Monday if you're in certain areas of the world is happening in Scorpio, opposite yourself. So Taurus, I see lizard coming up first. Someone may need to hydrate or may need to bask in the sunlight a little while with Stingray under the deck here for you. Now Stingray is an energy that tells me someone has done the deep dive and is having a chakra illuminating activation. And with lizard, it wouldn't surprise me if we have that as a golden light code. Ooh, speaking of golden light codes, here we have eagle. Eagle coming in for a landing. Now, the eagle might try to eat this lizard. Let's just... Alright, we're going to leave this one under the deck. Sea serpent, that is a sacral chakra, spirit element card. And I love the way that it does look like an eyeball. So sea serpent and that snake trying to eat its own tail. So I'm feeling an event that's happened for Taurus, something that has opened your eyes and created, oh, and yes, okay, so the Taurus sun and the Scorpio moon are in eclipse formation, if you don't know about astrology, because they're at the degrees that are currently holding the ecliptic plane. I said that a little backwards, but basically the sun is on the north node, which is sometimes called the dragon's head, and the dragon's tail is the south node where the moon is at, and that's the dragon's tail. And so under this energy of the lunar eclipse, I can see that some Taurians are really getting their energy and space cleared out, keeping a very tidy, organized, energetic vibe, and leveling up in a lot of ways. And in this card, it looks like something is really shifted, because sea serpent is the desire nature coming full circle, and it's a very powerful card too, of a primal energy, that because even though it's a snake, it's a serpent, so it reminds me of dragon energy. So I had a bunch of these fall out. Under the deck we have Earth Star Chakra, Unity, that is the chakra of the Earth, Mother Gaia, that is holding us here. The way things come out are all part of the message. So there's some type of attachment energy holding to the nurturance of the mother. Stand firm in your authority, wisdom, intuition, and set your sacred space. Stay lucid, protect your energy. There's a karmic cycle getting ready to close out. That's exactly what I thought. Okay, then we have Frenemies. Addiction, self-medicate. Maybe some of these lower vibrational energies surrounding you are in there addictive cycle and maybe you're escaping or something. Stay lucid. We just had that in the previous card. Explore and express your unique individuality with some unicorn energy there. And with explore and express, we have extrovert coming out. So whether or not you feel that you're an extrovert, the time has come to express yourself and to let yourself be discovered. Someone may be coming to see you. We have 5555. That is all about change and catalytic events, something that accelerates what's going on for you. Then we have Neptune, past life influence. Sagittarius, 6666, mother issues, exactly. And Leo, so there's a couple signs here, Sagittarius, Leo, and Neptune is the sign of Pisces. So there's a need to balance out the issues with your mother, particularly any issues that have kept you unbalanced recently. There's a past life influence coming through with Neptune and Sagittarius. So either, well, not either, but if the mother isn't one of these signs and you're not one of these signs, you're not dealing with somebody with one of these signs, I'm seeing that the past life influence is you awakening to the higher expression of your energy and connecting deeply to the earth to close out this cycle. And I do see you probably do need to bask in the sun. And the eagle, when I saw that, it's like, get the sun, get out and get the sun in the morning. Maybe reprioritizing your day or rearranging your schedule will help you to accomplish more with less struggle or less back and forth. Under Earth Star Chakra Unity, you have a secret admirer coming up. Notice me, learning your vibe. I love you. 4444. You're getting a lot of number synchronicities. So this is a message that says watch for the signs and synchronicities surrounding you. If those are number codes, look those up and notice when anything is coming through and what you're thinking about when those codes come out. Young male may be sorry and regret. Maybe a Gemini coming out as legit, but needing to cut cords and release. They've been looking at your pictures and they've been experiencing synchronicity, luck, divine intervention, and they're getting strong and secure, shearing up whatever loose ends they have to clear up before and determining where they want to go with this. But there is an element of cognitive dissonance where they're weighing out their mind and heart and figuring out what they want to do. They don't want to be taken for granted, but sometimes there may be someone here who is a love bomber who comes in hot and heavy and then may stay lost for a minute. Astral travel. So there's a telepathic communication too. Just looking under here. Yeah, I would say at this time there's a little inconsistency in whoever's coming towards you, and that the message is to really concentrate on closing out this cycle for yourself so that you can be clear and ready. But you're seeing, I want to say you're seeing something clearly, but Sea Serpent says that there's still lingering issues that are working their way out of your primary nervous system, not the central nervous system, but the gut influence. So, all right, Taurus, I hope that helped you. One more popping out here. QRST. Somebody with those initials or something significant maybe for you with those initials. All right, moving on to Gemini. Gemini, what is going on for you? What is a message of importance? Who are you dealing with? First, a card. I've noticed that the other person's card may be seeming to come out first, so let's just see. I want to see first your energy, Gemini. There you go. And I see a couple popping. Dragon, golden egg, and vulture were flipping in the deck, but we have one popping out, and it is Eagle again. So I don't know if there's a Gemini that's dealing with a Taurus, or one that has both in the chart. That Eagle coming out with the Sea Serpent energy, so somebody may be dealing with grief, loss, or self-worth issues there. And then next we have Peacock popping out. So another individual here. So two birds, we have two air signs here potentially, or two people that are in their mental energies at this time, and we have Spider again. So a couple repeating cards. With this spider web, I'm feeling like somebody doesn't want to get caught up, like there's a song, Walking in a Spider Web. What kind of song is that? I can't remember the words. I can't remember. Anyway, somebody feels like it's possibly a tightrope walk, and that they need to be very careful, tread very carefully. Maybe this is still as yet an intellectual and less emotionally intimate relationship, so they're treading on those superficial or professional levels. First card out is Glow Up. So Glow Up, I'm feeling, especially all of these readings can be your energy with another's, or yours with yourself, even though we're doing the verses reading. It's showing me it could also be, if it's you and yourself here, it's yourself. I'm seeing the way that you have your professional, social, outer persona that is possibly out there, accepted. That's your glow up card over here. But then this peacock energy over here is used to getting attention, and I'm seeing someone that may be kind of haughty or arrogant and used to people maybe kind of tripping over themselves to come and greet them. And then the card coming out with that is, I wanted you to chase me. So I'll put that over there with the peacock. So somebody over here, this eagle is having their glow up, and peacock looks really great from up there. The eagle eye sees all. But there's I'm feeling a karmic web here. Like this eagle's like, well, I'm not coming down from my glow up to chase you. So that's a spider web I don't want to get entangled in. Now, everybody's got their issues, so all is not lost if that's the case so far. Let's see some more information. Let's see. So Gemini, what do we have here, Gemini? Someone's not perhaps speaking as easily as you'd like them to. I feel a little restraint, resistance. I don't want to lose myself again. I'm going to put that with the glow up card. Somebody's been there, done that. Another one popping. What's this one? Neptune issues here too. And again, I mentioned this before on the astrology reading I did recently with the Divine Masculine Feminine. I misquoted and I said that Chiron was with Mars, but it's actually Neptune. Neptune and Mars are traveling together right now. And Neptune can create a lot of illusion, and it can put us into our very deep, shadowy subconscious realms, and it can tell us that those are truths when they're in fact not. Ooh, under the eye, when I said that, I was told to look. Evil eye, return to sender. So Neptune also rules gaslighting and toxicity and codependency. Somebody doesn't want to lose themselves in codependency again and get entangled in a spider web. And so they're not going to chase. They've had their glow up, and they're worth more than that. Grief and depression for this sign as well. Okay. So this says, does this align with your highest path? Cutting cords, release. Jupiter's under the deck. Jupiter is actually just around 0 degrees of Aries right now. And it's not far behind Venus and Chiron. So, and it's actually only 5 degrees from Neptune itself, and we have both here. And so I don't know if you're dealing with a Pisces. So Neptune and Jupiter are the co-rulers of Pisces. And so there's an abundance of opportunities and temptations to go back to where we used to, like those toxic trauma bonds and things, but I feel like somebody's over it, but there's tension, senses peaked, wound up, maybe a Cancer here who's scared of commitment, rebel, black sheep, mixed signals, give me a sign, obsession, return, reunion. Libra, clearing my space and energy for this, and trauma bonding is right next to gaslighting and manipulation. Look deeper. Spelling, mind your mind, guard your tongue. Your thoughts become your reality. So if this person is ringing a lot of bells, but there's some red flags, the cards speak for themselves. Don't get lost in the illusion. It'll all become clearer after the moon cycle, Gemini. All right, who's next? The Eagle wants to keep popping out, and it came out again with the Peacock energy. All right, Cancer energy in the cards. Who is Cancer dealing with? Cancer. Who is Cancer dealing with? Actually, no, let's start with Cancer again. What's Cancer's energy in this situation? Okay, we have two coming out together, an interesting little dichotomy here, a water and fire combination. The swan with that beautiful reflective energy, compassionate, empathic, and deeply emotional and conscious individual, I'm feeling. And then we have the Scorpion there who is in their fiery energy. So it very, very easily could be a Scorpio or someone with strong Scorpio in their chart here. It's coming out with Deer under the deck. It's lighting. There we go, it's coming. Deer. Gentle. Compassion, right. Okay, so somebody is having, I'm hearing a cooling effect upon another, and another is having a warming effect on. Oh, hello. Wow, somebody may have knocked your socks off. May have been myself. I'm not going to restart this video, you guys. This is just how it is. So it is all part of your reading. So we could put that Swan and Scorpionic influence over there together, and it's a lot of alchemy within somebody, like somebody is preparing themselves for this next step, releasing their bitterness and retaliatory nature and swimming a little more serenely, more peacefully across the surface, really integrating shadow and light. Beautiful, Cancer. Who are you dealing with? Who is Cancer dealing with? Who or what is a message of importance for Cancer? Is there no one? There is a card for you. Okay, Butterfly under the deck and Gazelle. That's a beautiful gazelle. It reminds me of the open areas of Africa, to the Sahara. So butterfly under here, so something is transforming. Gazelle energy is is a lot different than Scorpion and Swan together, I feel. But because Gazelle to me reminds me of prey. I mean, they're very light on their feet, they're agile, they're anxious, I would say. They're timid because they're a prey animal. So there's a lot of predators in this deck and there's a lot of prey. So somebody is perhaps feeling victimized on the Gazelle side, but wanting to just stay in a comfortable, secure area. Their senses are always peaked. They're always listening for clues. They may be very sensitive to what you say. And they may become prickly if provoked, or they may just run and not say a word. And with Scorpio, with its stinger behind the Swan, it's almost like the facade of everything is fine until all of a sudden it's not fine. And if you've had an argument and got your stinger out over here, then the other individual is responding to that, or fearful of that, or sensing something coming. Maybe they're a less intense individual than yourself. But Butterfly says there's a transformation here. So this, we have some cards popping: long distance, chemistry, Jupiter expanding those horizons, and it is the planet of distance. Tension, senses peaked, wound up. So have you been doing either some online dating or meeting somebody on your social networks or some other way? Or is this distance more symbolic between the distance, the ground you have to cover to connect and align with each other? I mean, I am sensing that the butterfly energy is the energy between you versus one or the other. Opening up, revelation, emergence, inner conflict. So maybe this is a friendship or acquaintanceship that's turning into something a little bit bigger. Venus, love and money issues on the table, and self-image. I feel you near me when we're miles apart. Somebody's in their feelings. It may be a relationship that you like overseas, because we have the Swan and I'm seeing the water and the reflection. It could be a soulmate. Scorpio is popping out here again. So maybe dealing with a Scorpio, or maybe that's your card. Somebody loves to cuddle and kiss. There's an instant attraction. 3333 is the creative ascending master element. Explore and express your unique individuality. Crown chakra, spelling, mind your mind. So don't let yourself become, you may identify with the Gazelle energy too, and don't let yourself get mixed up here and sabotage yourself, because it's a possibility, whether it's you or someone else, getting in the way. There's a lot of healing that needs to be had here still, as we talked about. Somebody has possibly had gaslighting, manipulation in the past. Look deeper into the reasons for the healing and why your mind is over anxious, and what you're saying, what you're speaking, how you're barking or being aggressive or overly assertive to someone who's used to a more gentle energy, perhaps maybe due to that gaslighting from toxic friends or family members. There's an inner child healing that needs to happen. Cancer is well, no, Cancer isn't always inner child. That's Leo, isn't it? And we have 8888. Something big is coming back around when you cut cords and release the past from your energy and from your third eye, which is part of your truth center and part of your manifestation capacity. So at this point, it looks like Cancer potentially. Somebody has some anger issues that need to be looked at and worked through in a positive outlet. something that's coming to mind for myself is I've always been very gentle, but then I hold a lot of tension. And then in my early 20s, I was on my way to Taekwondo, and that was incredible for me. It helped me to work through so much of my confidence building and my assertive, aggressive, passive-aggressive tendency. Looks like I need to get on the charger, so that's all for the first. But we got through the first quadrant, so that's amazing. I'll be back here in just a little bit with part 2 of all the signs. Thanks, guys. Like, share, subscribe if this is resonating. Thanks. Bye.